Lately, I reread The Prince while preparing my next episode on Machiavelli, and it gave me an idea. Why not make a short episode with my 5 key takeaways from reading the book? And by takeaways, I mean the 5 ideas that really stood out to me, the ones I found most important or most original. To keep things simple and straight to the point, I'll illustrate each idea with a film that brings it to life. I don't know if this is something you're interested in, but I thought, why not give it a shot? So, without further ado, and in no particular order, here are my 5 takeaways from The Prince by Niccolò Machiavelli. Takeaway number 1, the end justifies the means, illustrated by Whiplash. This is probably the most famous idea associated with Machiavelli. It means that if your goal is important enough, then the actions you take to achieve it, even if they seem immoral or harsh, can be justified. What matters most is the result, not the morality of the process. And to illustrate this, I immediately thought of the movie Whiplash. For those who haven't seen it, Whiplash tells the story of a young music student pushed to his absolute limits by an abusive teacher named Fletcher. Fletcher screams, humiliates, manipulates, all in the name of excellence. His methods are brutal. But in his mind, the end goal, creating a genius drummer, justifies everything. And he even says it outright in one of the scenes.
Truth is, I don't think people understood what it was I was doing at Schaefer. I wasn't there to conduct. Any fucking moron can wave his arms and keep people in tempo. I was there to push people beyond what's expected of them. I believe that is an absolute necessity. Otherwise, we're depriving the world of the next Louis Armstrong, the next Charlie Parker.
It's a textbook example of Machiavelli's idea that the end justifies the means. For Fletcher, greatness comes at a cost, and that cost might be someone's mental health, their emotional well-being, or even their sense of identity. In his world, excellence isn't just earned. It's forged through pressure and pain, regardless of the damage it causes. If you haven't seen Whiplash, I highly recommend it. Takeaway number 2, it's better to be feared than loved, illustrated by The Godfather Part 2. Machiavelli says that ideally a leader should be both loved and feared, but if you have to choose, it is better to be feared. Love is fragile. It depends on people's affection, which can change. Fear, on the other hand, is more reliable. It shapes behavior even when feelings shift, because people will do whatever it takes to avoid disappointing, resisting, or upsetting someone they fear. And who better illustrates this than Michael Corleone in The Godfather Part 2? He's calm, polite, but terrifying. Everyone around him, even within his own family, is constantly on edge, never quite sure what might trigger his wrath. Michael doesn't rule only through affection. He ensures obedience through fear. And as Machiavelli wrote, love fades, fear holds. Takeaway number 3, appearances matter more than truth, illustrated by the Ides of March. For Machiavelli, politics isn't just about what you do. It's about how things look. What people see matters more than what's really going on. A good leader doesn't have to be honest or moral. He just has to appear that way. And to illustrate this, I thought of the movie The Ides of March. In it, George Clooney plays Governor Mike Morris, a charismatic presidential hopeful who projects integrity and vision.
I believe we should be judged as a country by how we take care of the people.
He gives rousing speeches, shakes hands, glides through press conferences. But behind the scenes, it's a web of manipulation. Everyone sees the calm, confident candidate on the poster, But nobody sees the backroom deals, the compromises, the lies. That's exactly Machiavelli's point. Control the image, and you control perception. You don't need to be good. You just need to look good. People believe in the mask, and that's the whole game. If you control the story, you control the people. Takeaway number 4. Fortune rules half our lives. The rest is up to us. Illustrated by Castaway. According to Machiavelli, about half of what happens in life is out of our hands. That's what he calls fortuna, which means chance. But the other half, that's on us. It's our decisions, our courage, our ability to adapt. You can't stop the storm, but you can build stronger foundations. And to bring this idea to life, I thought of the movie Castaway. It shows exactly what Machiavelli meant. Fortune may strike, but what you do next, that's up to you. Tom Hanks's character crashes on an island. Pure bad luck, right? But what follows, learning to fish, build shelter, survive, that's all him. You can't control everything, but you can respond with intelligence, strength, and courage. Takeaway number 5. Being too good can be dangerous. Illustrated by Carlito's Way. Okay, this one might be the most shocking idea in the book. Being too good, too honest, too kind can actually put you at risk. Why? Because the world isn't run by kindness. It's run by ambition, fear, and self-interest. And if you play fair when no one else does, you lose. In Carlito's Way, Al Pacino's character decides to turn his life around.
You're gonna rent cars.
What are you laughing at?
He wants to get out of crime, start fresh.
Carlito, let's fuck him up, man. Let's put him in the trunk of the car and drive him off the pier.
At one point, he let someone live, a decision he never would have made in the past.
Be like the old days, puppy. Be fun, be fun.
Let him go.
What?
And that choice
Let him go.
comes back to haunt him. His kindness, that one moment of mercy, is what ultimately leads to his downfall. That's a perfect illustration of this brutal logic. If you're not careful, your goodness can be your weakness. So, there you have it. My 5 takeaways from The Prince, each one paired with a film that I think captures it perfectly. And if you thought of any other movies to illustrate these takeaways, drop them in the comments. I'd love to see what you came up with. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.